Okay guys, so I was actually asked to do a MUT budget card video. As you can see, this Odell just came out for everyone. I'm not going to show the stats. I'm assuming by the time this video is out, it'll either be irrelevant or you guys already have seen it, you know, whatever. But I don't really know why I'm going to show my team here, but this is what the team is. So some of these budget cards I'll be showing might actually be on the roster. I don't have a running back yet because I'm thinking about getting AP. There's a few budget cards here that obviously not the elites, but yeah, let's get into what I think are some of the best budget cards. I'm not exactly sure what is considered a budget card, as a lot of things are still going for a lot of coins here. I'm also not sure how I'm going to edit this, so don't expect, you know, non-stop talking. I'm going to start with one of the more my favorite budget card, which I don't know if everyone knows about, but at least he used to be a budget card. I'm not exactly sure how much he's going for now. Okay, so you can see Sam Shields, 1,300 coins. That's pretty cheap in my opinion. You look at his coverage stats and his speed, and you're looking at a pretty good player. 5'11", his jumping's got to be really high because he jumped like a 40.5 inch vertical. But as you can see, 66 catch, 80 awareness is pretty good. 86 excel isn't great, but he's got 91 speed. I used to use this card all the time, even with my Joe Hayden. He used to be number 2 to Joe Hayden, and he would play just as well. 89 jumping, so he can get there to stop that jump ball. He's got a little bit of juke moves to take it back once he gets the pick, which he will definitely be getting the pick. 71 spec catch. 73 press is a little low, and then I can't see hit power because it's so low. 50 hit power. I think he's a great budget player. I don't know what's considered a budget card in this game. I would assume 1,300 coins is probably within budget. You actually seen him in that lineup is Brandon Williams. He is a 81 overall defensive tackle, 1,400 coins. You know, it's still good. Look at those arms. But look at some of these stats. 94 block shed, 91 tackle, and 85 power move with a 96 strength. He is freaking ridiculous for an 81 overall card. Yes, the power move's only, you know, what it is. It's only 85, but that's still really good. You look at a guy like Vince Wilfork, and this guy outperforms him. So, and he's a lot less coins. You see, he only has 59 speed, but he has 78 excel, which is actually really good. 79 awareness. He even has 40 catch, which can definitely get you a pick if, for whatever reason, you think that's good. 91 tackle, better than a lot of tackles in this game. 77 jumping. I'm surprised he has that since he's so big. As you can see, 85 power move, 94 block shed, 80 pursuit's actually pretty good. 74 play rec, so he could probably sniff out some screens. He's definitely sniffed a few out for me. And 75 hit power. So for 1,400 coins, you can get yourself a pretty damn good defensive tackle. I mean, even in his pitcher, he has the ball, so he's gonna give you the ball back at some point. Okay, so we're back in, and I had to think about some cards here because I obviously don't have. I'm not looking at a list or I don't have any of that. I'm just going off of what I think is budget and what I've experienced that is good. Yes, he's 76 overall, but he is 2,400 coins, which isn't, you know, the cheapest. But this is the first quarterback I ever bought. He was 10,000 coins at the time, which is obviously not budget. But I had to get him because if you actually compare him to Aaron Rodgers, you know, I should actually just buy one just to show you the comparisons. I don't know if there actually is an Aaron Rodgers up. I'll just remember the stats for you guys. He's got a 90 to 91 across the front board, 88 speed, 71 deep throwing, 63 play action, which, I mean, does that really matter? And he's got a 93 throw in the run. Other than deep throw, obviously, and then play action, he's right up there with Aaron Rodgers on par, which is why he was going for so much. Now he's a little bit cheaper since a lot of the more expensive cards are actually dropping as well. Really good stats for a 2,400 coin card, 7,600 or 76 overall. If I didn't pull so many elite journey quarterbacks, which you can't sell those if you didn't know what they are, I would definitely have this card as a backup because he's you're not going to notice much of a difference between him and some other elite players. Let's go back to another budget player, which I think everyone should have. I will never lose this card ever unless maybe I buy like the flashback edition, but obviously you could see me typing it in. It's Chris Johnson. It's gonna be a little hard to find. Holy crap, is that budget? I'm just gonna buy one just for the heck of it. Come on, look at the price on that thing. 250 coins for this guy. We actually got not a snipe, but I mean, look at the stats on this guy. 94 is speed, 89 agility, 96 excel, 89 carrying, so he can carry the ball and not fumble for you. 88 awareness, 78 catch. He can do it all practically. This is what I would call a budget running back and a wide receiver. 78 catch isn't going to do that much for you, but obviously when we're talking about budget, we're talking about somebody that needs to get as much out of their cards as they can. Good juking stats too. Let's see the rest of his catching stats. 60 spec isn't that great, but 73 catching traffic, 72 route running. He can get it done. He can get it done as a slot receiver if you had to. As you can see though, I got him for 250 coins. So obviously you're not going to get him for that cheap when you go out and buy one if you're going to look for one. I'm going to buy this one too, and I'm going to put him up for like 700 coins. I'm going to flip him. That's another thing you should do if you don't know. You probably know flipping's a pretty common thing. It's not, I don't know if it's frowned upon, because it really shouldn't be, because realistically, if you don't flip it, someone else is going to flip it. So what do you know? So you're going to usually find this card for around 600 to 900 coins. And it's a really, really good card. Okay, now we've went to wide receiver. 3,700 coins isn't the cheapest by any means, but this card is my number 4 wide receiver, and he might actually easily take over Alshon Jeffrey. Let's compare him with Alshon Jeffrey. I know the biggest difference is speed, but trust me, don't worry about that. That's not the problem. He can catch any jump ball you ask. I don't care what the route running tells you, he gets open more than Alshon Jeffrey without a doubt. He is 10 times better than Alshon Jeffrey. I think he's one of the best receivers in the game, not even just considering budget. But 84 speed, it's not the fastest, but he is 6'5", mind you. So 90 catch, 76 carrying, so he's not going to really fumble for you too much. His jumping could be a little better. 83 is not the greatest. He does have a little bit of juke stats under the belt. Surprisingly, he has 83 juke move. And then he has a little bit of trucking, a little bit of stiff arm, 73 and 80 there. But obviously the stats down here is where you're looking at him. 96 spec catch, 96 catch in traffic. You are going to anger people if you throw to this guy underneath. Anywhere where it's just going to be a possession throw, you're going to anger people because you're going to hear that. I can't believe he threw to Kelvin Benjamin all game. You're going to hear that. 81 route running, 95 release. This is a card that I'm going to be looking at all season, or player anyways, all season, as if he gets an upgrade, he's going to be on the list for top players for me. Okay, I'm not going to say this is a budget. And this one, I wouldn't recommend. I definitely recommend Kelvin. But Roddy White, he is an extremely good route runner. I don't care what these stats say. 75 release and 82 route running. From what I experienced of him when I had him, he was so good. He's so good as a slot receiver. Now, here's a guy I really like a lot. I've loved him in Madden all the time. For whatever reason, he's just so good. That is Jared Cook. 2,900 is a little expensive, but you could definitely find him for 2,000. Obviously, prices are going to vary from different times of the day for most cards. This one's a really good player because I actually use him at fullback because my fullback's a 74 overall. Jared Cook drops to a 74 overall as well. And if you look at how, he's not, he's 6'5", but he's a skinnier guy, so he actually blocks pretty well. I mean, look, better run blocking than Jimmy Graham and Julius Thomas. Travis Kelce's known for being a good blocker, so, obviously Travis Kelce, who might be a budget player, we'll find out. He might be another budget guy. Blocks better than most of them, and he's so fast, so you're going to be able to sneak people, fullback dive. I wouldn't recommend it. But what is this carrying? 69 carrying, that's not too bad. I wouldn't recommend using him as a punch-it-in fullback. I'd use him as maybe a blocker, he's all right, but also one of those kind of sneaky guys out of the backfield where he's like, oh, crap, 87 speed. I thought that was a fullback. No, it's a tight end. It's a really fast guy. Jared Cook has been really good. I used to use him as my number 2, even into the Madden months where there was 90-plus overall tight ends. Everyone had one. He's just such a great player. I love him with that 94 release. Okay, we're back. We actually were able to find 2. I already knew about these guys. But Jermichael Finley, we're going back to tight ends. Jermichael Finley, another option as Jared Cook, kind of, but a little bit cheaper. Not as fast, but he can do it. I used to run him a lot. If you look at his spec catch, 89, he only has 83 catch and 75 catch in traffic, 74 route running, but he has 96 release as well, which is a really big thing for tight ends, because it doesn't really matter how good your route running is if you don't get a good jump off the line. Not the greatest blocker, but he's a really good card for 700 coins. And then we're going to move down to Jermaine Gresham, who is also another option at tight end. As you can see, he has that 74 run block again. So another guy that could play fullback for you. And this one definitely could be used as a punch it in kind of guy because he's so big. He's got 81 trucking, 69 carrying like everyone. Really good at catching though. So see those back stats again. So not as good at release or any of that, but he's another great player that I would use. This, I don't know if it's a budget player, but it's a definite worth of a pickup. I would have him if I didn't actually pull a Travis Kelce out of a gold journey, which is another card you can't sell. So I actually kept him. But Jordan Cameron, if 4,000 coins counts as a budget, then go for it. He is without a doubt an option. He is so good. I mean, he's 1 overall away from being an elite, so what can you say about that?
Wow.
So 500 coins for a 79 overall Zach Miller. Really solid catching stats. This is another option. This is a guy where if you ended up picking up Jermichael Finley, I would take a Zach Miller too. So that's going to cost you around 1,300 coins for an 80 and a 79 overall tight end, who both can play really well and both can catch pretty damn well. So Zach Miller is definitely a budget player in my opinion. Okay, we found another budget player. Since we're going to be looking at this a little bit, maybe I'll go for a bid. You're going to find this guy for around 2,500 usually. I know it's, he's peaking at about 34. But as you can see, someone's used him down to 7 contracts. They pulled him on the 30th, so that proves this is a really good card.
Okay.
76 strength, 78 agility, but he's got 85 excel, 82 speed, 82 awareness, so he is pretty fast. He's gonna get it done for you. 66 catch, definitely has enough catch to make a pick. Not the greatest catch, but 88 tackle, without a doubt good enough. 81 jump, pretty good for a middle linebacker. But his coverage stats is where he's gonna get you. 78 block shed, probably enough if you blitz him if he gets caught, but I wouldn't blitz him too much. 93 pursuit, wonderful. 83 play rec, pretty damn good for an 80 overall. 73 man coverage is a lot better than you'd think. And then 88 zone. And then he has 79 hit power, so he'll be able to hit stick. Probably not force too many fumbles, but that's a really good card for 3,000 coins. Daryl Washington, I know he's a little more expensive, but this is one of the best linebackers for using within his price range. Really fast player, 87 agility, 87 excel, 85 speed, 74 awareness, so not good with awareness. Also, you could see his coverage wasn't great. 58 catch is a little low. 90 tackle, 86 jump is really good. His coverage stats aren't that great, so you're going to want to use him. He's got enough, what is that called, juking stats to get through the line. Pass rushing stats, I meant to say. 92 pursuit. 69 man, 76 zone, 79 play rec. So this is a guy where you're going to want to user him. 86 hit power. So I wouldn't call this guy a budget player, but it's a guy that you could think about if you're really good at using with the middle linebacker. Now, without a doubt, Nigel Bradham is a stud for 2,000 coins. Look at the front stat lines. Just look at those stats. That is insane. So 80 overall, left outside linebacker, 6'2", 86 speed, 86 excel, 83 agility, 73 strength, which is all right, 78 awareness. I'm not even sure what Nigel Bradham is because I'm pretty sure he's a hybrid. 61 catch isn't that great, but he's on par with the other guys. 88 tackles, really good. 89 jumping is pretty damn good for a linebacker, as we've seen so far. So he's definitely not a pass rusher, but he could do it if he had to. 78 power move, 81 block shed, 93 pursuit, 77 play rec, 74 man, 84 zone. Really high injury and stamina, so he's going to be out there as much as he can. And then a whopping 91 hit power. So for 2,000 coins, if you're running a 4-3 defense, run to this card. Never let him go.
Gay!
Here's a really good, and I'm a Packer fan, so I love this card. Really good budget player, in my opinion. Packers are a 3-4, but with 76 speed and 84 excel, he has the speed to play 4-3. He does, believe me. 78 strength, 76 speed, as I said, 84 excel, 82 awareness is pretty good, 43 catch, doesn't really matter. 88 tackle, so he's a lot better than most right ends. 85 jumping, which is really good for a man his size. So keep in mind, he's around like 290-ish, 300 pounds. So he's built for 3-4, but he's got the stats to play 4-3. 75 power move, 91 finesse, and 82 block shed. So to put that in perspective, do we have an elite guy? We do have an elite guy. So let's see the stat comparison. One better power move in comparison to finesse. So he's got one better finesse to power move, only 6 better block shed, and 9 better pursuit, and only 1 better play rec. So, you know, the difference in between those cards is about 16,000 coins, keep in mind. Hit power, a lot better for Sheldon, but you're not going to get much hit power from your ends anyways. Normally the ends just, you know, they get off their block and they make the tackle. They usually don't hit anyone too much. Tackling's a little bit better, but, I mean, this card is insane. He's a lot faster, too. So Sheldon, obviously, is only 3-4. While Mike Daniels, with that 76 speed and 84 excel, definitely has the speed to play on a 4-3. Sticking on the thought of the Packers, 500 coins for a 76 overall Davante Adams. Look at the stat line. 82 released, 92 jump ball. Not jump ball, but jumping. 6'1", 86 speed, 85 catch, 86 spec, 84 catch in traffic, 76 route running. It's not that great, but for 500 coins, you can't go much worse. You know, he only has 86 speed, but he has 92 acceleration, which makes up for that speed. 85 catch is definitely better than most 76s you're going to find. Really good card for 500 coins. Good juke move. You know, he can juke. Injury and stamina is great. I mean, the only thing you're really lacking is route running and then maybe a little bit of catching stats. But for 500 coins, 100% one of the best budget players we've looked at so far. I'm going to look for some more wideouts because there's a lot of guys. I don't know what I call them, but I call them the trio. The trio is Jordan Mathews, Davante Adams, and what is his name? He's on this team, Jarvis Landry. So 78 overall, a little bit higher overall, 750 coins. As you can see, their stats are somewhat similar. Jarvis is obviously a lot better at catching, but he's not going to be able to get open as much as Davante. But for 750 coins, honestly, Jarvis might be a little bit better than Davante. As you can see, he doesn't have the acceleration Davante has, and he has the same speed. He is also 2 inches shorter, but this guy is going to be a slot monster for you. 91 catch, 94 spec catch, and a friend getting online. You will definitely not get the friend. You might get the card. I would probably pay around 600 to 800 for this card, as it's a really good card. Definitely budget. Definitely on my radar. So I'm not exactly sure how much Jordan's going to run you. I'm actually going to buy this for 600 coins, and then we'll look at his stats from there. 600 coins is without a doubt a great price for Jordan Mathews. Look at these stats. Insane card. Insane. 6'3", 90 speed, 88 catch, 90 catch in traffic, 86 spec, 80 route running, 79 release. You know, it's not that great for getting open, but man, if he gets open, you sure as hell expect him to catch the ball. 75 awareness is pretty good. 90 speed, 91 excel, so he's got the speed and acceleration to do it for you. 87 agility is going to hinder some of his juking stats, but, you know, juking isn't really that big of an issue with a wide receiver, unless you're looking for him, kick return or whatnot. Great stamina and injury, absolutely great. Without a doubt, a great card. If you can snag one, I don't care if it's one contract or not, if you can snag him for 600 coins, you best believe it's worth picking up. Okay, I'm not sure how much you would consider this a budget player, and I don't know how much you would call him a sleeper, because he is a top pick in this last draft, but I've never used him either, so I can't really give you too much. I I can't really give you any insight to him. But for 2,400 coins, which you could probably find him for about 2,000, Todd Gurley. He's 6'1", 91 speed, 87 excel, 88 agility, 6'1", remind you, and he's probably about 225, 230. He's definitely built as a power back, but his stats are built as an all-around back. 91 carrying, so he shouldn't fumble for you. 87 jumping. Wait, where was his catch? He probably doesn't have good catch. 67 catch. You know, if you're gonna run a screen, he'll catch that. Not good at kicker turning really, but you could do it if you had to. 91 trucking, 80 elusiveness, 85 ball carrier vision, 89 stiff arm, 86 spin, and 91 juke move. You look at those stats for a power back and you're like, okay, you know, the stiff arm makes a little sense, trucking makes a little sense, but holy crap, juke move and spin move, he's got a little bit of everything. From what I heard, this Jarrif McKinnon is so good, but for 5,700 coins, that's a lot of coins. But I'm going to show you the stats in case you think his speed is worth it. I think it might be. I might pick one up myself at one point. But 97 agility, 94 speed, and 93 acceleration. 72 catching is pretty good. 93 carrying is really good for a small guy like him. 95 jump, so he can honestly make up for some of that shortness with catching ability. Great kick returner. 88 elusiveness, 93 spin move or juke move. Only 79 spin, which is a little bad. So he's going to be your juke move kind of guy. Probably not much to show you down here. I wouldn't call him a budget at all. But honestly, he's a really good player. Like, I never really looked at his stats in depth. It's all on you guys. I've never used this card. I've never used him ever. So, I mean, those stats are really good, but I can't really say much for it. Okay, you guys see this card. It's not a budget card at all. But the stats on this man are really good for kick returning. You'll see where I'm going with this in a bit. As you can see, I don't know why I'm going there. It's a really expensive card. I think it's because he's a low overall. Probably goes to the Vikings captain set. Really good kick returner. Absolutely good. But the reason why I show you this is because you don't have to buy him. You don't. I know this isn't going to be that easy to do for a lot of you, since if you're looking for budget players, you probably don't have this anyways. But in case you do, crap, where was it? I'm pretty sure it's right here. So it's going to cost you, I think, 70 long pass. If you can muster that up, which it's not honestly that hard. You could always buy a card to do it for you, and then, what is it called? You can buy a card to do it for you, and then sell the cards afterwards. But you'll get a free, if I'm not mistaken, it's long pass, because he is a long pass card. So you're going to get a free one of those cards. It's going to have boosted long pass as well. Let me show you where it is. I have it actually as... I might have taken him out recently. I'm not sure. So, no, he is on the team. I recently tried Shawn Jackson. I like Cordero 10 times better. But as you can see, I have that Cordero, but it's a long pass reward player. So you're going to have to get a 70 long pass, but you'll get that card for free. You, of course, can't sell it, but if you could see, earn him on the 25th, and he's been in the team and the lineup for a while, and he's really good in the slot, too. So, like I said, look at those styles as well. Those styles are actually... can get you some pretty decent cards, honestly. So if you have the style for some of those, I would recommend knocking them out, because you can also get the 2 rewards at the end. But just knocking a few of them out will give you a boosted player that actually can be good for using. Oh, we got a little snipe here. Can we get him? 700 coins for Ryan Mathews. He goes for about 3,000. 3,000 coins is still budget. You might be able to get lucky like me. I don't know if I recommend Ryan Mathews, but he's a really good card because he's actually really fast for his size. The biggest issue with him is his carrying, which is only 80, so that is fumbly prone. I mean, put in perspective, I think Peterson has 84 and LaShawn has 86, so those guys are some of the biggest fumblers in the league, and he has lower. But he's got really good juking stats. I don't know if I recommend him. He's really good, though, but he's missing some stats. That carrying and that injury worries me. But, of course, I bought that one there because, of course, right now you're going to see me flip him for about a 2,000 coin profit. So, if you can, that's another, like I've said, sniping, very, very good. You might be able to get cards for cheap. I'm trying to find someone for you guys. I would not recommend Steven. Now, if you're looking to upgrade your overall, just to do some of those solos and then sell the player, maybe Steven, because he is a decent overall. It's only going to cost you 1,000. But without a doubt, I mean, maybe as a fullback punch-it-in guy. Yeah, you know what? Maybe as a fullback punch-it-in guy. So the phone rang, so I don't know how that's going to work. But if you hear it twice, that's the reason why. He's going to be decent as a fullback punch-it-in kind of player. He's not much other than that. 83 speed, 87 excel. His juking stats aren't even good. But if you see that carrying, 97 carrying. So if you have an extremely good offensive line for whatever reason, he might be good for you. I don't recommend him at all. I've used him, and I hate him. And I used to love Steven Jackson. You know, if they make a flashback card, I might be all over it. But 97 stamina, 97 carrying, 93 stiff arm, 86 trucking. He can do it inside. Actually, let's take a look at his blocking stats. Does he have any blocking stats? No blocking stats whatsoever. Take him at your own risk. It's only going to cost you $1,000. I don't recommend him one bit. Is there any other free agent running backs? There is not, so that really sad for Steven, I guess. Not a budget whatsoever, but if you're looking for a trucking guy, don't go to Steven. Go to Mr. Alfred Morris. 2,800 coins. You might be able to pick him up for 24. I've definitely seen him for 2,000 flat before. I bought this card for my friend, and he had him, other than he got a Peterson, but his Alfred Morris is backing up his Peterson still. Definitely not going to be one of those guys that's going to break it out for 70-yard gainers. But if you feel like you have a strong inside, or you feel like you have a strong trap play, Alfred Morris is the man to go with. 85 speed, 87 acceleration, so he's kind of got some lacy to him. 92 carrying, but then where it gets you is not only his size, but his juking ability. 94 truck, 95 stiff arm, and he even has 90 spin move. 90 ball carrier vision isn't actually that bad either. Decent juke stats other than that too. 78 elusiveness and juke move if I'm not mistaken. Can't really catch too much. I think his injury was pretty good. Yeah, so he's a really good card for 2,800 coins. I'd probably try to get him for 28.4. So, you know, don't just look at the card and say, oh, he told me to get this card. You know, keep looking at the players. You're going to be able to find a card that's just like that for cheap. You're going to find them for cheaper. 3,200, so not bad. So if you're looking for a guy with Alfred Morris stats, sort of, like overall-wise, but a different approach, more of a speed run style, then Lamar Miller is going to be your guy. As you can see, just looking at the front stats, the issue I might have with him is he might be injury-prone. Not sure. He's not fumbling-prone, which is kind of surprising since he did fumble a lot in his early career. Not that he's like old right now. He's still pretty young. But 93 agility, 92 speed, 91 excel. 77 awareness is all right. 89 carrying is really good for him, like I said. He's got 68 pass block. That's surprising. 90 jumping, 93 ball carrier, 85 elusiveness is a little low, but he does have 91 juke, so he's not going to be the guy that's going to spin for you necessarily, but he will be able to juke for you. Almost forgot about this guy. He's another sort of Alfred Morris. I might actually buy this card because I've always been intrigued with Mark, but he's been so slow that I never trusted him. 90 excel, not 85 speed, so he's a little bit faster than Alfred in consideration of excel. 92 carrying, which I think is one better than him. 72 run block or pass block, that's pretty good. 87 trucking is really low. Yeah, I don't know if I recommend this guy, but once again, stats don't tell you everything. Like let's not get into saying stats tell you everything, because Steven Jackson has 93 stiff arm, never once got a stiff arm with him, even on rookie against the AI on solos. But if you're looking to do a lot of solo challenges, get Chris Johnson, please. Even if you're not, just get Chris Johnson. He's the best card I've showed you that is cheap. As you may have seen, as I was looking, Toby Gerhart, look at the speed this year, 88 speed. I think he might have been faster. They might have nerfed him, actually. He might have been 91. But 88 speed, 91 acceleration for a 450 coin card, 89 carrying. He's going to be your poor man Steven Jackson, but actually will play better than him. Trust me, he will play better because he's a lot faster. A really good player. Look at those stats. Not the greatest juker, but he does have 87 stiff arm, 89 on injury, and 91 stamina. So for 450 coins, I would recommend, let's put it this way, if you're a speed running player, if you picked up your Chris Johnson, pick up a Toby as a backup. You're going to love him. Maybe even as a fullback, do whatever. This is going to be a long video. Trust me, it's going to be a long video. Stick with me, guys. It's going to be a long one. We're looking at quarterbacks here. I'm pretty sure my favorite was Matt Ryan, but I don't know how much he's going for. So Matt's going to go for 4,000. I'll show you the stats. He's not a budget player in my opinion. That's all you really need to look at. Not really a budget player. Not the greatest choice either. Let's see Joe Flacco, who had a really bad performance recently. 2,800 coins. Got a really good throw power. He's going to throw it in there for you. I don't know. I still say Mariota's better than all these guys. Let's go to Tannenhill. These aren't really sleeper players either. Tannenhill's a Dolphin. When did I go to Titans? Let's see. 3,200. He's not going to get it done for you, but he is more of the speedier type. Pretty good player, actually. He might be worth 3,200. Who's the other guy? I think the best one, and he's considered the most of a budget player, in my opinion, is Matthew Stafford. For 2,100 coins, you're getting a man that can throw it medium pretty well. He can throw the deep ball, which, I mean, almost everyone's hit or miss on deep passes, to be honest. And then 83 short's pretty good. But he's got 98 throw power, and he can run. He can run. 83 excel and 75 speed. Don't get me wrong, he can run. This is my best quarterback, I would say, other than Mariota. I don't really know of any other better players. There's a lot of guys in the 70 to 79 category I will show you in a second. But Stafford's up there. He's going to be up there for you. For a more speedier option that can't throw as tough, but he can run a little bit better, that's Teddy Bridgewater. 79 speed, 87 excel. He's got 1,000 coins of value. 90 short, 85 mid, 82 deep, 87 throw power. Better throw on the run, too. Can't play, and most of these guys can't do any play action because that's, where they drop off. But just don't do any play action then. There's only one last guy I'm going to show you, and trust me, I'm a Packer fan, so don't make fun of me here. But it's the one, the only, Jay Cutler. Don't, trust me, when I've used him, he's really good. Just like Stafford, but honestly, he's going for a little bit more. Don't pay anything more than 700 coins for this card. Pretty good, though. I mean, those stats don't show it, but he throws really well. Throw power is the key this year, and he can throw it. So I think that's it for the quarterback. While I was looking at, I was going to O-line then because we haven't showed you any of that. I found Jermon Bushrod, who, if you don't run the ball, which even then, tackles aren't really that good at run block anyways, but holy crap, for 900 coins, you can get a 77 overall Jermon Bushrod, 90 strength, 87 pass block, 87 impact, only 72 run block, but he even has 85 awareness. He's such a good player. He just doesn't have any run block. So if you don't like running the ball, and I suck at running the ball, so I would look at this guy if I was low on coins. This guy's a good player. He really is. I'm not going to lie. He's actually really good. Okay, I'm going to show you a guy that's honestly probably a 10 times better option. Didn't notice him right away, but holy crap, Taylor Lewan. His awareness is lower, which is why he's cheaper, but he's pretty fast, so he's going to be able to get some screen yardage for you. 90 strength, 91 run block, 84 pass, 85 impact. So this is kind of the opposite of the last one, although he can do both, clearly. More of a run tackle, more of a run blocking tackle. Really good card. Honestly, I'm probably going to stop here for looking for tackles. I'm going to look at one more position, maybe Riley Reef. So a little bit more coins. I don't know. So honestly, forget Jermon Bushrod. Either go Riley Reef or Taylor Lewan. Both of those guys, it's insane. They're both really insane. So left tackle's done. All the other ones were kind of debatable, but left tackle, done. Take one of those two players. So there was only 2 left guards that were on the cheaper side that I could find that were halfway decent. 700 coins, 79 overall. Not the greatest, but trust me, it's hard to find guards. If you looked at my team, my whole line was elite except for left guard because there really just aren't that many good ones. But this one's good because look at the awareness. 88 awareness. Not going to be a good guy for pulling, but he does have 79 excel, so he can move. 89 strength, 84 impact, 84 pass block, 79 run block. He's going to be good for you for a while until you spend a little bit more coins. You're going to have to spend more on that. He's a little more viable in the pass, so you're kind of bailing out on the run again. So maybe run on to the right side, or if you got both bad run blockers to the left, just don't run it. I don't know. But this is your option for pass blocking, and he's only 500 coins. He's a really good card. I recommended this to my friend, and he said he loves him. So, I mean, this is a really good card too, just not good at run block. Okay, here's an option at center, but I don't recommend him as my best. But if you look at it, run block. So it's going to be that run block scheme again. 94 impact, 88 run block, 85 strength, 74 pass blocks, a little low. But not everyone blitzes from the center spot. So honestly, if your guards are good, your center's not really going to be blocking too much anyways. You know, it's kind of hit or miss, but if you're running it a lot and that's your style, this might be the card for you, 1,600. But my without a doubt 100% guy, I don't care what his price is, you have to get him. Unless he's really expensive. He might have upgraded. So 1,600 for the last guy. 3,400's a little pricey, but look at him. My Packers center, Corey Linsley. Oh my God, look at those stats. 93 strength, 89 run block, 90 impact, 87 pass block. Let's compare him to the elite. Oh, so you're telling me that Mangold's barely better? The only difference he has is he has better awareness. I mean, awareness is important, but look at those stats, though. Corey Linsley, 3,400 coins. If you can get him for 3,400, I would recommend it. He's so good. Okay, while we were looking up one of my favorite sleepers, I'm going to pick him up. I accidentally compared him. We're going to flip him for 1,900. Only an 800, 700 coin profit, maybe, but still, really good player. Larry Warford. He's going to be your pass blocking guard, but 95 pass block, 90 strength, 81 awareness, and he still has decent other stats, 83 run block and 81 pass impact, but look at the pass block on the man. Jesus. Such a good card. I'm going to look for some other guys, but he's really good. I don't know if you're going to find much better if you can get him for the price I got him for. Here's the other option. He's kind of like the same as Warmack. Or what is it? What was his freaking name? Not Warmack. Warford. A little bit worse, but he's got a better strength. I would still recommend Warford more. My Warford actually sold. Same as Ryan Mathews. Both of those cards sold. So while you're looking up these cards, you might be able to snipe some, honestly, and get some coins, too. So this is a really good card, too. Marcus Gilbert. Pretty damn good. He's a right tackle, of course. But really good tackle. He's 84, 85, 86 down the line, and then 91 strength with a 79 awareness is pretty good too. He's going for 2,200 coins here, and the next one's 3,200. I'm a little more skeptical about this flip because it's been up for 22 minutes. If you guys are looking to use him, though, jump on that. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. Back to the pass block. If you're looking to build a Lions team, here you go. 2 Lions players I've recommended. I don't know if I recommend this one too much. But it's a decent buy for 1,200 coins if you're pass only. So obviously this video is gonna, it's gonna be hit or miss for a lot of different people. Obviously some players are gonna be like, that's so stupid, and some players are like, holy crap, I can't believe I haven't got this guy by now. So pass block, he's pretty decent. Don't know if I recommend him. What other team was it? Texans, I think. Derek Newton? Yeah, Newton. So 1,500, a little more. Run style, not good at all. Trust me, this player's not that good at all. But if you run first, maybe take a look at him, try him out. He's kind of cheap. I don't recommend that card at all. So this man, he's really good. Trust me. 95 strength. Look how big he is. 6'8". He's about 6'8", 340 pounds. 85 awareness. He's cost 3,200. He's 82 overall. He's a really good player. 92 run block, 80 pass block, 78 impact. Honestly, a great player. Might be the best tackle I showed you. If not, it's that Steelers guy, if you can get him. Obviously, all these prices are going to vary at all the time. I used to see this card for about 2,500. I don't know if he's just high right now because he's been smoking a lot of weed, whatnot.
You suck!
But he's a little bit pricier right now. But anyways, that's the lineman. So let's go to some more defense. And by defense, I clearly mean offense. I forgot we didn't really show too many wideouts. I don't know these stats are good. I don't know what the stats really mean on this game, but I've played the Vikings a million times. I've played against my friend with the Vikings, my other friend with the Vikings, played a head-to-head game with the Vikings. Mike Wallace gets open. I don't know what it is, but he just cheeses his way down the field on streaks. This is going to be your streak guy. I don't know why, but he does. You streak him and he gets open. He gets at least 100 yards every game I play against him. Don't know what it is. For 1,900 coins and 83 overall, kind of on the speedier side, perfect for slot. I'd get him. I would totally get him. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's the Chargers. The Chargers, a.k.a. team budget, the whole team. Stevie Johnson, possession catcher. 1,000 coins for an 82 overall player. Literally catches everything. I've played this guy too many times to know he catches everything. Where's the jump ball machine? Where is he? There he is. Malcolm Floyd, 6'5", jump ball machine. Look at him. Look at him. Kelvin Benjamin or him. This guy probably gets it done a little better. Holy crap. I might have to pick this card up myself. Oh my god. Keenan Allen, another guy. 3,000 coins. Not really much of a budget, but look at his catching stats. He gets it done. He does it. Whatever you need him to do, he does that. So, Chargers, a.k.a. team budget, they got the hookup at wideout. Now, there's really no such thing as budget for D linemen because you need good D linemen. Carlos Dunlap, you can find him for 3,000 sometimes. This one might actually get bought out soon, but really good speed at 6'6", 80 speed, 87 excel, 81 awareness. He's obviously a 4'3". 83 tackles, really good for D linemen. What else? 84 jumping. I've seen a little bit up there. 93 finesse. His block shed isn't that great, but I don't know what block shed does for DNs really, or pass rushers on the outside, because a lot of them don't have good block shed, so don't get too scared at that. 78 play rec, so he might be able to sniff out a screen for you. 85 pursuit. Once again, I'm taking this kind of as a suggestion from my friend and just from using him in other Maddens. It's a really good card for a 4-3. Another player, it's hard to find budget players for these ends, but this is a 3-4 option on the inside. Really good stats, 90 strength, 88 block shed, 89 tackle, 89 power move. I think he might have around an 84 hit power if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out. Doesn't really matter too much from the inside anyways. He has 87, so that was close. Really good card too. What's his speed? Okay, so he can play both. As you can see on those stats, doesn't have the greatest moves, but he's really good for 3-4 or 4-3 because he's a really big player. 85 excel, 78 speed, definitely enough to get it done on the outside. And then obviously on the inside, you could have 40 speed and you'll get it done. 89 tackles, he makes the tackles. He's going to be the guy you want on the inside, honestly. But he does have decent enough stats to play outside for 1,500 coins. 83 power move, 85 block shed, 84 pursuit. I'm just using him from experience. I'm just talking about experience. Really great card for me. Good hit power and play rec. So he's going to be your guy for a 3-4 without a doubt. We don't even need to look for a 3-4 right end anymore. I mean, did you guys really think I wasn't going to show you some of the lower overall ones, which are like the best cards in the game for cheap? Holy crap, I thought it was that expensive. 1,300 coins. This card's insane. Look at the stats for my man here. I mean, I don't know his weight, but he does play on the Niners as a left end, so you would think he is a 3-4, but I think he might just be a 4-3 they're trying to convert into a linebacker. But holy crap, 81 speed, 87 strength, 90 excel, 87 tackle. He can do almost everything you ask him practically. But then 97 power and 85 block shed. What the hell is this card on? Like, check this man for drugs. 84 pursuit. I mean, he even has an 80 hit power. This man is your guy at left end for 4-3. Whatever, there's not many Willie Hayes up right now. William Hayes, not Willie Hayes. Pretty damn good player, too. And just in case Tank Carradine doesn't work for you, but I would, oh my god, go for Tank Carradine. Willie Hayes, pretty good stats. I would say he runs you about 800 coins. It's just a little rare right now. Because once again, this is Xbox One, so it's going to be different platforms, of course. But all around the same, let's be honest. Really good pursuit, which is good for a pass rusher. Good block shed, good power move. A decent player, definitely considered, what is it called, budget. But Tank Carradine's the best. Video is taking forever. But that is alright because it's going to help you guys out get your cards. 600 coins for a 78 overall Olivier Vernon. Vernon, whatever you want to call him. Pretty good card for his price. 79 speed, 86 excel, 6'2", 83 strength. 75 awareness. I'm assuming with that strength, he's probably a power guy. 82 tackle, 86 jump, 89 power move, as we expected, 74 block shed, 82 pursuit, 75 play rec, so he's good there. Injury and stamina is around the same. Hit power, a little low, but that's all right. The reason why I've loved Michael Johnson, like, I don't know if he's actually that good anymore, but he does have 85 finesse, but he's 6'7", and he's got speed for days. So that's why I still consider him a great player. He's only 550 coins. So if he doesn't work for you, you can always sell him back or just take the L, which is barely anything of a loss. 87 jumping is pretty good, so he'll be able to swat the ball if you jump with him at the D-line. 85 finesse, a little low. Block shedding's 70, but block shedding doesn't matter too much. Pursuit 79, play rec 77, injury and stamina is decent. And then where was his hit power? 71 hit power. So he's a really good player for a budget I would consider. Another reason why the Bills might have a chance at the Super Bowl this year, their defense. Another Bills player, 81 speed, 96 finesse move, 85 excel. Got the speed to do it. Great awareness at 80. 79 tackles a little low. That's all right, though. That's definitely enough to get it. I have players with 68 tackle that don't miss a single tackle. But 96 finesse move, 88 pursuit, 79 play rec. So honestly, pair him with that Nigel Bradham I showed you. Because without a doubt, get that Bradham. That Bradham is good. Here's a viable option since it's only going to cost you 700 coins. But Chris Canty, 6'7" giant. So he's got width. He's got some width. Decent player, good excel, really good awareness, 87, 86 tackle. It's what you want on the inside. 79 power move, 82 block shed, 84 pursuit, 86 play rec. So he's really good. He's really smart. That's what I'll tell you. He's really big and smart, so he's definitely good. Let's move to DT, even though I think we've already showed you the best defensive tackle you're going to get. Show you him again, just in case you forgot. It's on the Ravens again, so it's not much of a look. 1,400 coin Brandon Williams. Look at the stats. I mean, really not much more to show you. Super duper powerful. So powerful inside. You can see 94 block shed, which is more important for the inside guys. Best player you're going to get probably, but let's look for some more. We're going to go to the two teams you need to look at for DTs since they're so dominant. They have so many good DTs, which are the Seahawks and the Vikings. Brandon Mebane, decent player. I'm just going to show you the front stats. You can look at him yourself because it's going to be easy. Pretty good player, Mebane. He plays better than his stats show, too, so keep that in mind. 80 overall. Then they have a 84 overall Jordan Hill. I'm not sure the reason why he's good. Finesse. But, I mean, he's an all-right card, especially for an 84 overall. I don't think there's any more. But the Vikings is where you want to look. The Vikings have a lot of good defensive tackles. So 800 coins for the 82 overall Football Outsider, Tom Johnson. 83 block shed, 90 power move, 86 strength, 80 play rec, 86 pursuit, 82 tackle. He's not the greatest player you're going to get, but we're looking at budget players, aren't we? 800 coins for an 82 overall player. I think that counts as a budget player. 80 overall Linval Joseph, another good defensive tackle from the Vikings. A bit better than Tom Johnson, in my opinion. But Tom Johnson might give you some value in the future as he is a Football Outsider, so there's a good chance he's going to be in the defensive tackle positional set 3-4 months down the line. So, keep that in mind as well when you're looking at these cards. But really good player. These guys are really good. Vikings have some good DTs. Where's the last guy? He's going to run you a lot more than the other guys, though. 4,500 coins actually isn't too bad. Sharrif Floyd, 84 overall for a 4,500 coin player. Really good player. We're going to look at his full stats because he is really good. 84 strength, 84 excel, 74 speed. So he's really fast for a defensive tackle. 89 tackles, really good. Going to tackle almost everyone you throw in. 88 power, 91 block shed, which obviously is more important. So 87 pursuit, 76 play rec. He's decently aware. 80 stamina is a little low. 75 hit power. Really good players. So honestly, you're going to look for Ravens defensive tackle or Vikings, but Seahawks are pretty good too. We were on the Vikings already, so I decided to show you another Viking player that's really good. Left outside linebacker, Anthony Barr. The speed is unrelentless. Look at the speed. He will continuously get you into that quarterback zone. 91 speed, 90 excel, 89 agility. So he's really good. You can honestly throw him as a 4-3 linebacker too, as long as you use him of course. He's got the speed to do it, but not the smarts. As you can see, his awareness was 75, not that great, and the rest is really low too. 85 tackles, really good. 84 jumping is pretty good. So once again, as a user player, you 4.3's all right. But obviously, look at the pass rush stats. That's where you're going to dominate with him. 93 power move, 81 finesse, 80 block shed, 91 pursuit, 76 play rec, and then he's got 68 zone. So, you could probably leave him out there AI, but he's not going to do much for you. Back to Nigel Bradham. Take a quick look just because, just in case you forgot, without a doubt, the best 4.3 guy you're going to get for 950 coins. I think it was cheaper than earlier. He might have been going for about 2,000 earlier, so really good player. I'm thinking about picking him up, actually, right now. I think I'm going to. Screw it. He doesn't fit my scheme at all, but I'll just put him at middle linebacker. I don't care. Too good of a player to pass up. Connor Barwin, another pass rusher. Probably the last pass rusher I'll show you, as he is 6'4", 82 speed, 89 excel. Really good for pass rushing, without a doubt. He's a monster. 92 jump. 95 power move. It's crazy. 80 finesse, too. 74 block shed, 84 pursuit, 87 play rec, and he even has 67 zone, so he's also just like Anthony Barr a little bit. I would not put him in coverage at all, though. 75 hit power. Do the other side if you have to throw him in coverage, because I know sometimes you can hit a 4-3 play in a 3-4 playbook. And then the absolute last player I'll show you, not know how much of a budget player he is, but he's definitely a good one for 4-3. Bruce Irvin, a lot of people probably know about him, but if you don't, man, you have been enlightened. 88 speed, 91 excel, 84 agility for a coverage guy, 76 awareness, 67 catch, and he catches balls. If you watch some of my MUT stuff, he gets in sometimes and he makes catches, because I have him as like second or third middle linebacker. 90 tackle, 83 jumping, so he's really good at tackling and all that. He can even pass rush. He's kind of a hybrid, so he does pass rush, but he's built for playing coverage, in my opinion. I don't even know what they use. I think they might use him as a hybrid as well. But he started out as a pass rusher, but they developed him into a coverage guy, I'm almost certain. As if he's a linebacker and they play a 4-3, he should be in coverage. So, I mean, look at the stats. He's so good for 4,100 coins. Use him, try him around, see where you like him best. I already showed you middle linebackers and stuff. None of these guys are budget at all, but if you're going to spend a lot of coins, it's totally worth getting one of these guys. Look at the coverage stats. I'm not going to show you everything because I've already told you that this isn't a budget player and I don't want to show you. But then this guy is my backup middle. Oh my god, he's so good. But these guys aren't budget players. Just wanted to show you a glimpse, maybe give you something to think about. We're going to go on to right out because I already showed you the middle linebackers earlier, which were, I think, Daryl Washington and some other guys. So just look for Daryl Washington in them. Forgot about Brandon Graham. He's actually not a bad player either. I have him as a backup. I used to start him a long time. He's pretty good. Not bad at all. Really good stats, actually. He might be considered a budget. I think so. He's actually a really good player. So actually that counts as one of our 3-4 pass rushers, 88 hit power, as you can see. I'm trying to go a little faster because it is actually taking a long time. I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. But then again, if you guys look at it as a guide, you can watch whatever you want. Okay, 2,900 for a Justin Durant. These stats are good. I'm telling you, watch out. Really good player. 85 agility, 84 speed, 89 excel, 86 awareness. Really good player. 89 tackling, 85 jumping. He's not a pass rusher at all. Without a doubt, all coverage. 93 pursuit, 86 play rec, 79 zone, 93 stamina, so he's going to be out there for a long time. 81 hit power to get you some hits. Not as fast as some of the other guys, but 80 speed, 86 excel is going to get it done for you. Really smart player with 88 awareness. 92 tackle, he's not going to miss a tackle. Low jump at 74, but that's all right in my opinion. No pass rushing stats, but pursuit 91, 86 play rack, 83 zone, 71 man. The reason why I don't mention the man stats that much is because almost every player you're going to get in this game is going to be bad at man. 88 hit power, obviously besides corners and stuff. But almost everyone's going to be better at zone because man is just really hard no matter what you play. Here's a guy a lot of people know about, I think, but people don't like to trust him because of his speed. but he makes up for that in other stats. Turnover machine. 77 speed, 83 excel, 80 awareness, 60 catching isn't great, so that's not where he comes with the turnover. But 91 tackle, 90 jumping, his coverage stats are going to be off the charts. Let's see, 83 power move, 87 block shed, 96 pursuit, so he could pass rush if he had to. 87 play rec, but an 81 zone, and then 96 hit power. So for 2,900 coins, which you can get him for about 25 usually. Really good, just a little slower. So let's move on to corners. I know I showed you a few, but we didn't show you much. So one of my favorite players, and I don't know if he's budget or a sleeper, quote unquote, but for a zone coverage, which is kind of what you're forced to play a lot of in this game, Byron Maxwell, 6'1", 88 speed, 86 excel. He's kind of stone hands, 83 catch. He's caught plenty of passes, just not going to catch them as often. But let's be honest, if you're like me, you're not getting the pick anyways unless it's wide open. 59 tackle, which I don't know for corners, is that a lot? I don't know if that is. Pretty sure you're going to see Byron. Yep, Byron right there. Almost all of these guys, besides the elites, are all kind of cheaper players that you can get, like Jason McCourty and them. Let's see, what's the tackling between them two? I might have already went by it, which would be very embarrassing. I think I did. 72 tackle, so he might be a little bit lower on the tackling. Yeah, you look at some of the elite players I have, and they can't tackle that well, but they tackle just fine. So Byron Maxwell, take a look at him. Such a great zone player, without a doubt. So once again, I already showed you him, but Jason McCourty, another great zone coverage player. Kind of your, he could play one or two, but he probably plays a little better in the slot, just because he's got a little more speed. He's not really on the short side, but I don't know. Play him wherever you want, but I'd say the slot is probably the best for him. Once again, like I said, man coverage isn't really that easy to play this game. 81 press is pretty good. 85 zone. So he's a really good player, I would say too. Okay, this isn't a budget player. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a budget player. 84 overall Jimmy Smith for 7,200. He's going to be the closest to an elite corner you're going to get without actually buying one. Like I showed you before, freaking great at everything. 94 press, 90 man, 88 zone, 66 catching is pretty good for a corner. Really good player. I mean, look at the speed, 88 across the board practically. Fast enough to get it done at, 6'2"? 6'2". So he's definitely going to be your number one or number two. I'd recommend him as a number one since jump balls usually go that direction against me. Obviously, to each their own. Jimmy Smith for 7,200, I would consider him a budget player because he's so good. So good. Such a great player. And then the very last guy who's not really that budget either. I'm actually going to buy this right away because Xavier Rhodes for 3,100 coins is a great deal. You're probably going to find him for about 3,900-ish, but let's show you the stats. 90 speed, 88 excel. He can play both, just like Jimmy again. So honestly, pair him and Jimmy, number one and number two. You're going to have a good secondary for only about 10,000 coins, which is it's a little expensive. Don't get me wrong. But maybe the other option, if you're zone only, is Xavier Rhodes and Byron Maxwell, as they both are around the same height and skill set. Okay, you're going to have to look at, there's so many I've looked at, but this is the absolute one I had to show you. There's literally about 10 corners I could have showed you. Just look at them. Redskins have a few, Niners have a few. Just look at those two teams, but Kyle Fuller is one of my favorite players last year. Still really good this year. Gonna get it done for you, especially in zone coverage. Those stats are pretty good for a 450 coin card. I might actually pick him up here and try him out as well. He's way under my skill level, I would say, but he's still really good, so I have to give him a try. 450 coins for Tremaine Brock, more of the man coverage style. I couldn't really find any man for you guys. I could either find guys that do both or just zone. Cook was about 700 coins, I would say. Another zone coverage guy. 6'2", though, so he's a little bit better than some of the other guys. Redskins also have some, but let's look into the safeties. Of course, we start the free safeties out with some free agents, as a lot of the free agents can get you some stuff done. 6'2" free safety for 250 coins. Jeremy Miles, 87 speed, 79 zone coverage, 84 hit power, 81 pursuit. Really fast player. What's his catch? Not the greatest catch, 59, but that's all right for a safety. There he is. Good old Lewan Landry. Nothing really big there other than 98 hit power. He's going to be your kind of user guy. He's not going to really do much for you, AI. Another stone hands, 51 catch. But 89 speed, 91 excel, 6 foot, 98 hit power. Can't do barely anything on his own. But if you user the safety, this is the guy for you. Two last guys for you. One of them is slow Charles Woodson. This is actually kind of a recommendation from my friend Jeremy. So if he's watching this, this is for you. 82 speed's low, 6'1", 79 zone, 82 play rec. But from what I've experienced, 73 catch, he gets himself in position really well, and he makes turnovers. So let's be honest. The way at least I play is I play to get turnovers. Like, my defense is going to get torched all game no matter who my safeties are. And I have Earl Thomas. So if my safety can get me 1 or 2 picks, he's without a doubt worth the few jump balls he gives up, which Charles Woodson's not going to give you many jump balls off because he's huge. He's more of your coverage guy, 5'11", 89 speed, 92 excel, 87 zone, 73 catch, just like Chuck, just not as tall, so he's not going to be able to get there as much. Jumping is 94, though. So Reggie Nelson's good. I would say Lamar Landry's the best I showed you as if you user him. If not, maybe Reggie Nelson. Really cheap player. 300 coins for this Shamarko. I'm actually going to buy him because I don't know if he goes to a set, but if he does, 300 coins to get one player out of the way, I think is worth it. Does he go to a set? He does go to the captain set. So 90 speed, 90 hit power, 76 zone. He's only 5'9", but he's really quick, and he does get you catches. I don't care, 55 speed. Really good user, and if you play a 3-4 like I do, you're going to need 3 safeties, and one of them plays in the flat a lot, and he is perfect for using in the flat. Another really good budget player, I would say. I don't know how much he actually goes for. So he actually does go for about 1,000, so he's not really budget anymore. Another decent user guy, can play a little AI, but Deone Bucannon, 6'1". He's a really young player, not that that matters in MUT. But 89 speed, 91 excel, 74 catching, so he's a lot better at catching than most of the players I showed you so far. 67 tackling's a little low, but if you look at one of my safeties that I use and never misses tackles, he has 68, so what is that going to give you? 86 jump, what else does he have? 74 play rec's a little low, 75 zone is a little low too, 88 stamina, but 92 hit power. So with these kind of guys, you're going to get some bang for your buck, plus if you user them, they're really good. They're really good players. Safety is a really easy position. Strong safety is really easy to get players, but they're not necessarily, once again, players that are going to do it for you. They're going to do it with you. Like, you need to do it for them. But this is a really solid card. 84 overall. Nate Allen, 87 zone, 6'1", 89 speed, 91 excel. Plays really well by himself. 81 play rec, 80 awareness, 76 catching. This is your guy. If you don't user him, you want a number 1 safety, and you want him to do it by himself, get Nate Allen. Look no further. There's really no such thing as a budget kicker. I'm pretty sure everyone started with this guy, but if you didn't and you need a new kicker, get John Potter. Free agent John Potter, 61 overall, 96 kick power, and 82 kick accuracy. Never let me down before. The reason why these cards go for so much, guys, is because they go to sets, not because they're good players. Now, this one might be because he's a good player. Matt Prater's pretty good. A little bit of both. Graham Gano should be really good too. Graham Gano is good. Don't buy any of these players. Just don't buy them. Just get that John Potter or one of the bronze guys. They're going to work out fine for you. This guy's always fun. He's 7,000 coins, but he's really fun because of his speed. He has 81 speed, 82 excel, 94 kick power, 90 accuracy. 7,000 coins, but he's one of the most fun players you're going to get. So 3,000 coins for a 91 kick power, but he's fast, isn't he? 84 speed, 82 excel. He's even faster than Marquette King. Punter is going to be the one where I'm sorry, you're going to have to do it on your own. I really am. Thank you. Not sure what he goes to, but only 300 coins for a solid player. I'm pretty sure everyone that done the journeys have gotten this guy, but if you haven't, get this Dre Archer. He's so good at kick returning, even as a running back. 96 speed, 95 excel, 76 catch. 89 jumping, 83 kick return, which pretty much should be 99. 94 juke move, 88 spin move. So he's so good. So Trendon actually goes for about 4,000 coins. But if you get one of these, Possibly sell him because he goes for a lot. Really good player for kick returning, but he's apparently really expensive. And you'll see why he's special in a minute. 6'8", not the greatest catcher or anything, but 6'8". I don't know what catching stats 100% do for you, but at 6'8", he might be worth picking him up and trying his jump ball out. You could try him, don't like him, sell him, or just keep him. He's really good because of his height. 300 coins for a Ty Montgomery. 89 speed, 75 catch, 84 spec, 87 release, 77 catch in traffic, 92 jump. Decent kick returner, actually. In real life, he's a really good kick returner, but with his speed, he's a little not that great on this game. 84 kick return. Another guy that's good at kick returning, in my opinion. Where is he? There he is, 600 coins. 6'6", 86 speed, 82 catch, 84 spec, 81 catch in traffic, 84 jump. He can catch the ball pretty well. You might be able to get him for minimum too, like 150 coins. 400 coins for a 6'7" tight end-ish player. Another pretty decent player. Just try him out, possibly. None of the guys other than Dre Archer, all the guys at the end I've mentioned that aren't punters, I don't recommend. But they are kind of sleeper players that no one really knows about, so, you know. But anyways, if you liked the video, please like it, as I put a lot of time into this and a lot of research. Also, a lot of memory from past Maddens and just drafts of real life and all that, and franchise drafts. But thanks for watching. I hope this helped you guys. Obviously, it's not going to help everyone, but hopefully it helps some of you guys. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll leave your name in the comment section. I can't remember your name right now because I kind of just glanced over it. But thanks for the recommendation, and hopefully this helped you out. Until next time, subscribe, like the video, share it with other people, as it will probably help them out too. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. See ya.